Hello everyone, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed down on Friday, did gap down a little bit at the open, has retraced that gap already. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 94.29, possibly as low as 92.62. Look for some resistance around 93.75. and look for some support around 92.75. Okay, let's take a look at the Euro-USD pair. This particular pair gapped up a significant amount from Friday's close. Friday's close did move much higher, closing almost at the high. We are looking for this pair to move lower. Overall, looking for it to move sideways as far as the long term. Now, look for it to potentially go as high as 137.77. Possibly as low as 132.60. Look for some resistance around 160.36.75 and look for some support around 135.90. Now let's take a look at the pound US dollar pair. This particular pair closed higher on Friday, hit and basically closed the resistance area, did gap up at the open. We are looking for this pair to overall continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 154.64, possibly as low as 151.69. Look for some resistance around 154.75 and look for some support around 153.25. Okay, now looking at the US Swiss. This particular pair gapped at the open pretty significantly, closed down, gapped basically into previous or close to previous support. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 108.24, possibly as low as 105.27. Look for some resistance around 106.50 and look for some support around 105.05. Now, as far as news announcements goes, we do have the Canadian dollar releasing their business outlook for future sales for the first quarter at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. No real consensus. Previous was 49, so definitely keep an eye on that. Now, as far as what I'm looking for, these large gaps that we've had, I'm looking for them to retrace back to Friday's close. There is a very high chance, 89.1% chance to be exact, that it will retrace prior to Friday's close. So that is what I'm looking for it to retrace. You can go ahead and use a 1-to-1 risk to reward. There are a lot of gaps that occurred during this last session, but you definitely need to keep an eye on the pairs that did gap, like the Australian US dollar pair, the New Zealand, the Euro USD, I guess, is the largest. We also have the US Japanese yen pair, the pound, a lot of different pairs gaps, so definitely keep an eye on these. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.